Perched at an impressive 5,200 feet, this temple is more than just a beautiful spot. It embodies the essence of three powerful forms of the goddess, Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, and Mahasaraswati. This really shows how spiritually significant the place is. Now, if you're up for a bit of a challenge, the journey to the temple will really test your endurance and faith. It's a tough but rewarding 13-kilometer trek from the base camp, and let me tell you, the stunning views along the way are simply breathtaking. But don't worry if a long hike isn't your thing. There are plenty of ways to make this pilgrimage. Whether you want to walk, hop on a horse, or even take a battery-operated vehicle, there's something for everyone to ensure that all travelers can reach this holy site. Speaking of the journey, the legend of Mata Vaishno Devi tells a beautiful story about a devoted woman who becomes one with the supreme goddess. It really symbolizes spiritual devotion and sacrifice, connecting all who visit with a deeper meaning. When you finally reach the temple, you'll see it's not just a building. It represents the presence of the goddess herself. The three natural rock formations there perfectly symbolize Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, and Mahasaraswati, creating a spiritual atmosphere you can truly feel. Getting to the Vaishno Devi temple from Katra means tackling that same 13-kilometer trek, but there are options to suit everyone's needs and abilities. You can choose whichever way you feel comfortable with, whether that's hiking or finding an easier route. If hiking isn't your style, riding a horse could be just what you need. It takes about 4 to 6 hours, making it a great option especially for the elderly or anyone who might need a little extra help on the trail. For a super quick way to get there, you might like the helicopter services. They zip you to the temple in just 8 to 10 minutes, which is perfect for anyone who's short on time or just wants a fast travel option. If you prefer something a bit more laid back, battery-operated vehicles are a stylish and eco-friendly choice for senior citizens or anyone looking for comfort. Just keep in mind that you will still have to walk the last stretch to the temple. Now, if you're planning on visiting, understanding the weather is pretty important. The summer months from April to June are quite pleasant, with temperatures ranging from 15 to 30 degrees Celsius, making it a great time for a pilgrimage. On the flip side, the monsoon season from July to September can be a bit tricky, since heavy rain might pose some safety risks. Travelers should definitely be cautious, as those slippery paths can make your journey more challenging. Then there's winter, which lasts from October to March. It can get pretty harsh with temperatures sometimes dipping below zero. So, if you're thinking about trekking during this time, be sure to bundle up and prepare for the cold. Helicopter services are available all year round, but they're especially popular during those lovely summer months. Winter has its perks too, although the snow can make things a little more complex. When it comes to the cost, a one-way helicopter ticket ranges between 1,000 and 2,000 Indian rupees. Keep in mind that prices can change based on the weather and availability, so it's good to stay updated. To kick off your journey, you'll have a few options to reach Katra, the base camp for your Vaishno Devi pilgrimage. You can easily get there by train, bus, or even taxi from Jammu. If you're flying in, you can rent a taxi or hop on a bus from Jammu Airport to Katra, which takes about 1.5 to 2 hours. And the good news is that there are regular flights linking Jammu with major cities like Delhi and Mumbai. Before you start a journey from Katra, don't forget to grab a free registration slip. It's mandatory for anyone entering the shrine premises, ensuring everyone's safety. Lastly, it's a smart move to book your accommodations in Katra ahead of time. This way, you'll have a comfy place to stay during your pilgrimage. And while you're at it, double-check the costs for things like porters or horses to avoid any surprises.